So here we are at this little get-together called Catalyst, where we're together to talk about together. And since I'm so together when it comes to how words are put together, thereby bringing people together, I've put together this explanation to make us all so we're not far apart, that is, distant or separated-ish on the subject. You see my point. If you don't have it together, then everything just falls apart. Like when you saw a girl you wanted to marry, you ask what you need to do to get her. That's the Hebrew separation of the word, which does not work here. I wanted the Latin definition of the word, so I went to the dictionary where all words exist together in one place so that I could become an expert on this idea of unity, alignment, closeness, relationship, proximal oneness, anti-divergence, counter-separationism, and general unconjointive retrofactionistic non-dismemberment. Well, there are cool words that mean the same thing as together. Collaboration, synchronization, assimilation, simultaneous, integrate, incorporate, and juxtaposition, like when two objects are brought close together for contrast. Which brings us to the whole idea of paradox, because after all, togetherness is paradoxical. And ironic illogicality. Things that are different, being joined yet remaining separate? Separate? Togetherness takes diversity and condenses it into a co-located relationship which somehow preserves the original uniqueness of the parts. By definition, that's an oxymoron, which is perhaps the greatest irony in the English language because it puts a large ox together with a moron to create a word that means small and intelligent. Condensed irony, or succinct brilliance. When you're intentional about the diversity of life, when you value uniqueness, celebrate the unusual or the unfamiliar, suddenly you can see things differently. You become the human intersection at the corner of genius and ingenuity. In contrast, if you were an ox or a moron, you would only surround yourself with people who think like you think, and that, as we know, is a dead-end street. The solution is to collaborate, assimilate, integrate, incorporate, to work together to change the world. The opposite of together is apart, which is weird because when you are together, you are by definition a part of something that is put together and not apart. Not apart. That word "and" puts every important thing together. Like the word "and" in ham and cheese, peanut butter and jelly, mutt and Jap, hootie and the blowfish, yin and yang, cheech and chong, shock and all, Starsky and Hutch, fish and chips, burgers and fries. Catalyst words are powerful things, which explains why you'll find them in the names of powerful catalysts like Andy Stanley, Andy Crouch, Matt Chandler, Tim Sanders, and Lanny Donoho. Coincidence? I don't think so. Take the letters of the American alphabet. We know what sounds each of the 26 letters make, so why do we screw it up and put letters together and make the same sound that we already have? There are letters that just don't need to be together. Take P and H, for example. If you look at the word alphabet, you can see that a P and an H are together. They sound just like an F sounds all by itself. Now, I'm all for togetherness and teamwork, but do we really need two letters to do what one manages to do all by itself? The F was doing fine by itself. See? When you put things together, you sometimes get something all new, but we don't know if that all new is always going to be good. People, these are just letters, but when they come together, they change things, and that is what this conference is all about. Coming together with all of our uniquenesses to change things. And yes, sometimes it's darn confusing, but as long as we keep a few simple rules about together in mind, we can make the world a better place. So remember, if you don't want to look like an oxymoron, make sure your teeth come together, but your eyebrows do not, like this guy. Okay, that's it for me, Lanny Donoho, keeping it together, you keep it together. See you later.